Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. We're back for round 2 of the P1 Race Community Audi RS5 DTM League. So we are live for 2 races tonight from St Croix C, so it is the big version of St Croix. We've got a 5-minute qualifier followed by a 15-minute first race, and then we drop into race 2, which is half an hour, and they have to use mediums and softs, I think it's softs and mediums for that one, but they have to use both pairs. So that's the format of tonight. Let's have a look at some scores before we get in. So Dizzy leading the, oh no, he's not quite leading the way. He's joint first with Dylan, but we put him at the top anyway. Give him some glory. Take a little bit away from Dylan for a minute. Manny in 3rd with 29 points. Tyre Slayer in 4th with 27 points. It's Hoggy 5th with 21 points. Obi-Wan in 6th with 19 points. 7th place for Apache with 16 points. Hold on, I forgot, I've got to press a button here. DMK Dazzler 67 with 16 points. Is that the same as? Yeah, so joint 7th then Dazzler with, just forgotten who that is now. Apache. Captain Pugwash in 9th with 14 points. We've got Fudder in 10th with 12 points. Pilgrim 11th with 11 points. And Mulson in 12th with 8 points. So that is points up until tonight. Stickers still available, people. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of those. If not, don't bother. Evening. How are we all doing? Let me put the sound on. I was a little bit late putting it on last night, only by about a minute or so, but yeah, I was a little bit late. If you are in the chat, let me know it's coming through okay and you can hear everything, all that sort of stuff. Outside of that, let's see what's going on in this lobby then, shall we? So we've got a Dizzy, an Obi-Wan, Manny, it's Hoggy, Dazzler, Captain Pugwash, Mulson, Pilgrim and a Dylan. So 9 drivers. I know there's a couple that can't make it tonight, so a couple short for the race. But nonetheless, still 9 drivers on track here at St Croix. Yeah, difficult circuit this one. It's not one that's on the calendar very often. I quite like St Croix. I like all the variants of St Croix, to be perfectly honest. Is it St Croix? St Croix? St Croix? Any French people in the chat? No? Okay. Okay. Can we get any kind of your miles around the circuit already? And you? Okay, let's get a bit of DMK Dazzler if he decides to give us a full lap. So you can peel off to the right there on that turn, but this time we're turning left, carrying all sorts of speed up here. Hard on the brakes into this 90-degree right-hander. Let me just put some nonsense on while he's on this big straight. So this one, again, you can peel off to the left. Sorry, to the right. Halfway down this one, but we're all the way down to the bottom. Hard on the brakes to the almost hairpin at the bottom. Back on the power through this next left-hander, full 90 degrees here. Curving round to the right, hard to the right at the end of this one. Another 90 degree. A little bit of a straight again to, I don't think we're going to see a full lap there. Let's do a Manny lap then when qualifying starts. see that same bit of circuit again. Just have a quick look at that monster livery of Manny's there, shall we? Is this the corner I think it should be? Why are you slowing down? Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, lobby's been murdered then. Ouch. Okay, not sure what happened there. Oh, it's not even showing up anymore. Okay, I think Obi-Wan was hosting that one. And I don't know what's happened. We'll just have to wait around for a second or two, won't we? Still no lobby. Okay. So if you're in the chat, just check that you can rewind these videos now. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's all right. Well, I can anyway. I can on my stream. I've clicked a function to allow the DVR thing. There we go. Vorsprung duck. Vorskund duck technique. Okay. Try this one again. We should be straight into qualifying pretty much once everyone's joined the room. Nearly. Come on, one more. That's all we're waiting on. There he is, Monster Piz. All sun as well. Just last one to join the lobby, so we've got all the 9 drivers back in. Once they've got their car selected and that sort of stuff, we should be able to crack straight on. Should. But who knows? Yeah, it is Obi-Wan hosting. Chuck another hamster in that Wi-Fi router of yours. Come on. Okay, everyone got a car. Hopefully everyone's ticked the tick. Let's go. Let's go, Obes. Use those Jedi powers. Come on. It's a bit quiet, isn't it, with nothing going on? Oh, waiting for Skippy. Oh my god, Skippy's coming in late then. Okay. I don't know whether you needed to kill the lobby just to wait for Skips. You could have just cancelled qualifying. Skippy, if you don't know, is our Australian colleague, race mate, buddy, whatever you want to call it. But he's Australian and he's racing from Australia, so it's the crack of dawn for him. So I think someone's just sent him a text. Come on. Get up, stick your racing slippers on and let's have it. So he's probably going to be wiping sleep out of his eyes for the whole of the 5-minute qualifier. If he even turns up, he's still not arrived yet. Could be had a coffee before qualifying's even started. Come on, Skips. if you are watching this live, which you're not because it's just me at the minute, but if you're watching afterwards, right at this point, give Skip some grief. Type in the comments, come on Skippy. Or words to that effect, because I know what you P1 lot are like. It won't be quite as nice as that. But it all helps. Yeah, I heard that, Pilgs. It all helps, all those little comments, positive or negative, it all slightly helps the algorithms out somehow. I don't know. Still a million miles away from 1,000 subscribers, 754 at the minute. I think I lost one last week for some reason. I didn't call anyone any names as far as I know. Well, he was the wonder from down under. Today he's going to be the blunder from down under. Come on, Skips. Come on, Skippy. I don't know how long we're expected to wait for him. I'd be tempted to start qualifying and make him start from the back. Come on, Skips. Come on, Skips. Yeah, Dizzy coming in. Come on, how long? How long? There he is. The Skipster. So we should, again, just be cracking right on with qualifying. Press some buttons, Obi. Press some buttons. Here we go, qualifying about to kick off then. So it is just a short 5-minute qualifier, which means 2 laps around here. What a lap time is going to be here. A couple of minutes, couple of 3 minutes, I think. It's a big long circuit, this one. Just see him disappearing from this point as they exit the pits. Have you seen Mockin? Please call 0800. Safe for kids, 100% safe for kids. DRS activation on these things as well. Circuits, is it? Just backs off to allow many through, so no actual racing on this particular lap. They're not going to gain anything through this one. It is an out lap. Although if everyone else buffs up their second lap, it could all fall down to this lap, so it's still worth putting in a half decent time, I suppose. So we just got to this point. This was the hard 90 right. Push down here, 2 left-hand 90-degree turns coming right up. Again, Pilgrim just backing off the throttle, doesn't need to get too close to Manny. There's the first of the 90 lefts into the second of the 90 lefts. A couple of little jiggles down here. I'm going to kink this one. Onto the sort of original circuit, if you've watched this one before, just before this right-hander onto the bridge. Big kick as they come through here. That one can spit you off into that wall on the left, but not for Pilgrim this time. So across the bridge, you can get an overtake across here if you are bolted right onto the back end of the driver in front. And also, coming out of this next turn here, if you can get a good run out of here, big long straight for you to have an attack at drivers. Just going to watch the speed on the way through there. And here we go, hammer all the way down. Again, you can, on the old circuit, on the different layout, peel off to the right just there, but we're continuing straight on down this massively long straight. .83 miles an hour, just as he hits the brakes. Tight right hand elbow to contend with at the end of that one. A couple of S's running through here, again not as easy as they look. The grass to catch you out through here. As you see, the car's not quite as stable. All these S's at full race pace will catch you out if you're side by side or battling with somebody. And down towards this final corner. Back on that start finish straight. Wow, just avoiding that grass there then. So Obi starts his fast lap, 3 minutes with coming out of the pits. Good speed through these turns. Pilgrim more on. A little bit of a gap then to the 4 drivers or the 5-6 drivers behind. Again, this is now the hot lap, so it's all to play for. Dizzy giving Dazza a little bit of a toe down here. He sticks his hazards on. Those two having a little bit of a tangle. Dazzler. I don't know whether Dazzler is using his DRS or not. I didn't see it drop on the straight down there, so he's going to lose a few miles an hour top speed with that if he doesn't activate it. Yeah, he's activating it now. It does light up. Wash, it's Hoggy, and there's Skippy. Long way around this circuit. Watch that bridge again. Yeah, it's the change in tarmac just there where that white line is, and just as you get to the top of the hill, it's like a little bit of a hollow in the tarmac, which, you know, when you're pressing the throttle and turning a corner, just that difference in weight change coming through that little hollow is enough to unsettle the car and get it a little bit slappy coming out of some of these turns, so just got to be a little bit careful. Oh, Dylan drifting it on the exit of the bridge. Let's see if Dazzler activates his DRS down here. Oh yeah, he does. Okay. Hoggy all over the back of Captain Pugwash down this long straight. Can he make it work? Closing up, goes for a little bit of a move up the inside, carries the speed side by side coming down into this turn. It's only qualifying, gents. It's Hoggy, goes through. Oh, pushed it a bit hard. To compromise his exit a little bit. That's brought Captain Pugwash back into that battle a little bit. Let's see, what is Obi-Wan going to put in? So this is going to be qualifying times then. Okay, 3:05.4. Manny stays second. No, he doesn't. Pilgrim comes across the line to take that second position off him. And he gets pushed down again. Obi-Wan. Everybody pushed it down as Dylan comes through 1.7 seconds quicker than everybody else so far. Give him ballast. give him ballast. Right, so let's have a read through the order then. Is Dylan on the top spot at the minute? I've only got one driver to cross the line. I don't think that's going to affect the order too much. It doesn't. So it's Dylan on top spot, Dizzy second, Obi in third. Oh, we're not even going to get to see that. We get to see it here. Dylan on the top spot, Dizzy second, Obi in third, Pilgrim fourth, Dazzler in fifth, Manny sixth, it's Huggy seventh, Ulson in eighth. We've got Captain Pugwash in ninth and Skippy in 10th. Have I got to do random number generator after this race? I think I have, haven't I? Eight to 10. Right, here we go then. Race one of the evening. Just 15-minute sprint here at St Croix C. It's the big circuit of St Croix, St Croix, however you want to pronounce it. Lights on now then. No false starts, great start by Obi. Gets a right fire up the rear end of Dylan. Almost going to be side by side with him into turn one here. He's got the inside line, but can Dylan hold the line into this next turn? Obi's going to drive straight around the outside of him into the lead of the race then. Great start from him. Dylan in second, then Dizzy third, Pilgrim fourth, Mulsanne fifth, but very close together. Already looking for positions and manoeuvres down here. There's Dylan going for the move back to retake that top spot off of Obi. Battles all over the place already on circuit. Mulsanne gets pushed out wide, I think. No contact, maybe just running a bit deep through there. Manny looking for a way past him now as well. Oh, there might have been a tiny bit of contact there as well, maybe. Mulsanne, you can't be going onto racing lines when there's a car there, my friend. Skippy up to 7th, also had a good start then. Pugwash down to 8th, it's Hoggy 9th. Dazzler not had a great start in 10th. So Dylan leads on that soft tyre. I can imagine everyone's on a soft tyre for race 1. 15-minute sprint, you shouldn't need a pit stop in that time. On as well. Live chat, not top chat. Onto the bridge then, pushing the limits there. Dylan keeps it out of the wall though. Obi on the chase, but 1.6 seconds down already. Big gaps developed, although they're look reasonably close. Not many of them are within slipstream distance of each other. Oh, Pilgrim gets a little wobble coming out of there. Picks up a big pile of front end damage. Loses a big chunk of time for Dizzy in front as well, and comes under threat from Manny because of that tiny mistake. Manny then 0.4 of a second back at the closing, still half of this straight to go. Closing up massively now, 188 miles an hour using the slipstream. Past Pilgrim. Has he got his braking point right? Gets a little twitch on the way out. It's Pilgrim almost back up the inside on the next turn, but closes the door, holds on to that fourth for the time being. Then Pilgrim pushed it down to 5th. Skippy up to 6th. Captain Pugwash 7th. It's Hoggy 8th. Mulsanne struggling down to 9th. Dazzler still trying to get himself back into this race. 6.2 seconds off of Mulsanne. 17 off of race leader. This man, who's only continuing his lead. 2.1 seconds as he starts lap 2. Obi-Wan far enough in front of Dizzy. Giving him any toe down that straight, just lose a little bit of time through that turn as well, so way out of toe range now, as is Manny. Pilgrim still chasing him down though. Can he get that position back? Not sure whether he's close enough on this straight. No, he's not on this one. fifth, but keeps Manny in sight. Skippy just 3.1 seconds behind these boys as well. Started at the back, did you, Skips? Almost. So on 7th, it's Hoggy 8th. Captain Pugwash in 9th. That's closing up a little bit. Gap down to 4 seconds between him and Captain Pugwash. Dylan just making it look easy in the Audi. 3 seconds lead over Obi. Absolutely smashing it. Can't even see Dylan that far ahead. There he is, just going through the left, already onto the bridge. Just get a glimpse of him here when we come over the brow. There he is. Long way ahead, 3.6 seconds, just gaining tenths on every turn here, Dylan. Yes, it works. Yeah, I've not had to play with it in YouTube. I did find a setting at the when I press the sort of start button on the stream at the bottom of that, you can enable DVR on that. So I've done it on there, dudes, and it's obviously working. If it wasn't working, I was going to go into the stream now and select it now. In fact, let me see if that is actually doing it. Somebody is in a wall. Stream settings. Yeah, it's got enabled DVR on there anyway. I've turned it on there. Oh, it was Obi that's gone backwards. I just missed it as I was looking at the analytics button. Dizzy that's got through to 2nd, then Manny now in 3rd, Pilgrim 4th, Obi back up to speed 5th. Front and rear end damage, but it will repair itself. It's a big fall from grace for Obi there from 2nd to 5th. The pressure from It's Hoggy. Skippy's fallen away a few places as well. Captain Pugwash 7th, Skippy now 8th. Dazzler has made up a position into 9th. Mulson at the back of the pack now. I think Mulson has baked and waked far too much. Look at this, Dylan, disgusting. He needs some ballast. He needs some milk. He needs some ballast in that car. Slow him down a bit. Dizzy in 2nd, 6 seconds behind him. Obviously with the departure of Obi-Wan, that's just opened up a massive great chasm in between 1st and 2nd now. There's Dizzy, Manny in the background, another 3.5 seconds back. There he is. Pilgrim behind him, another 3 seconds back. A battle on here for 5th and 6th. Is he gone? Obi not able to get past him just yet. Still staying 6th then down towards this turn. Has he got the better line on the way through? He has. Come on, camera, find the right side. Straight round the outside of It's Hoggy. Back into 5th place for him then. And It's Hoggy drops to 6th for that little overtake. Big gaps back to Skippy now, back up into 7th. 5.6 seconds back to Skippy. It's another 0.7 back to Dazzler. Captain Pugwash not too far back either, just 1.2. A little bit of time through there. Mulson 3 seconds back. Look, what 10.8 seconds Dylan's now leading by. Oh no, Dizzy's now left the giddy heights of 2nd, dropped himself to 4th. Oxygen levels a little bit too low for him up there. It made him feel a bit lightheaded. He's had to drop down the order a little bit. That puts Manny back into 2nd position. Absolutely impossible now, I think, without Dylan flying himself off a bridge or something. I don't think there's a hope in hell's chance that anyone's going to catch him up. 11.2 seconds the gap back to 2nd. The midfield battles where it's at now, with everybody spreading around. Pilgrim 3rd, Dizzy 4th, AUDI up into 5th then. There's its Hoggy 6th. Big gaps all over. Skippy 7th, being harassed by Dazzler down this straight. Not quite close enough to go for a move before this turn, unfortunately, Dazzler. Gains loads under braking. Almost sticks a wing up the inside through the elbow there. Doesn't quite make it. Has to stay in 8th for the time being. Captain Pugwash falls off the back of those two a little bit. 4.2 seconds down. And he is actually still being closed up a little bit by Mulson. Look at this look from Dylan. Just a masterclass. In. Tyres looking half worn. Again, it's only a 15-minute sprint for race 1, 30 minutes for race 2. They do have to use softs and mediums in race 2. It's a little twitch on through there. It's just not slowing him down though. Dylan's able to get a bit of a drift on, run off the grass, you know, off the track a little bit, and still manage to maintain a couple of tenths lead and pull a little bit of time over everybody else regardless. 12.7 seconds then. Annie out on his own, 12 seconds in front of Dylan, that's only growing, and 5.7 seconds back to this man Pilgrim. He's got a Dizzy for company. Pilgrim pushing it deep there, he's on the grass, look at this, Dizzy all over the back of it now. One not too far in the distance either, 2.9 seconds back AUDI. And these two keep battling. Oh, okay. Pilgrim almost letting Dizzy through there. Not quite sure what happened, but Dizzy through to 3rd then, Pilgrim 4th. Just wait to see how quick AUDI can close back up. Look at this. 0.7 seconds behind Pilgrim. Pilgrim getting a little bit of a toe off of Dizzy after he's let him through. AUDI's looking pretty good in this AUDI. Oh, that one little mistake. Oh no, Pilgrim, he's pressed the hammer far too quick coming out of the bridge and he's pinned it into the wall. Unfortunately, that doesn't give AUDI anyone to chase down and try and catch up with, because Dizzy is 2.5 seconds down the road. We are running out of time here. What are we going to see? I think one more lap after this. Still, again, no slipstream to attack with. Braking as late as he possibly dared to try and gain that time back up on Diz. Stays at 2.5 seconds coming out of that corner. Hard work then for AUDI. Was in 2nd at the start of this race. Did actually get himself into the lead of the race at one point. But nobody has been able to touch this man. Now 14.2 seconds up as he starts his final lap. So he's looking good to win race 1 here. He's also looking good to take the fastest lap. Again, Manny has just got absolutely nothing, driving that thing as hard as he can, just cannot keep with the pace of Dylan in front. He's just opening that time up corner after corner. Dizzy then in 3rd. AUDI still trying hard to close that gap back up. Getting 0.4 of a second. Still not within slipstream range yet. It's not going to be too long, I don't think. A couple of corners more. It's Hoggy then in 5th, having a little race of his own. Pilgrim back up to speed. Car still, oh, it's just repaired itself, so get himself back up to full race pace, but he's being pressured by Dazzler down this straight. Not enough to go for the move. Oh, say that. Oh, tiny bit of contact between Pilgrim and Dazzler. Dazzler does the right thing, look, pulls over. allows Pilgrim to get back up to speed. He will allow Pilgrim to take that position off him at some point, but they're just getting themselves back up to speed as Captain Pugwash was coming around the corner. Oh, Dazzler's off. Oh, Pilgrim's off. Captain Pugwash thinks I'll have a go at the pair of you then because of that. And there's Mulson still not out of the mix yet. Maybe Dazzler's not going to give Pilgrim that spot back. I don't know. Captain Pugwash right behind Dazzler. Again, Pilgrim should really be given that position back by Dazzler, but I think Dazzler's just seen the danger of a Captain Pugwash and the potential of Mulson taking that position off the pair of them. And he's kept the hammer down. He's allowed Pilgrim to get back up to speed, but not actually giving him the position back. Skippy's fallen off the pack now, unfortunately, down in 10th, 11 seconds down. Caught out by those worn softs, I think, somewhere. So just about to hit that 15-minute mark. Dylan may as well say 16 seconds ahead. May as well just say that because it may as well be. So just the last corner to go for Dylan. Again, it's been an absolute masterclass from him. Not put a foot wrong. A couple of little twitches coming out of some of these turns, mostly down to the tyres. Sticks it against the pit wall, gives the pit crew a bit of a wave as he goes past, and a flash of the lights. Taking the win in race 1 then Dylan, and fastest lap as well. Manny through that final turn. Comfortable second for him. A long way down, unfortunately. Dizzy is going to take third. Obi-Wan wasn't able to close that gap up to him. He has crossed the line before Obi comes through. Obi taking fourth then. It's Hoggy will take fifth. Pilgrim back past Dazzler and Captain Pugwash. Into 6, Puggers in 7th. Dazzler looking for a way past him as they come up to the line. Don't know, I think it's Dazzler. It is. So Pilgrim takes 6th, then Dazzler comes home in 7th. Captain Pugwash takes 8th. Mulson takes 9th. Oh, Skippy's just got that final turn wrong as well. Dipped it on the grass. Lit the rears up and sent that Audi into the wall. But he does start on the front of the grid for next race, so swings and roundabouts. Swings and roundabouts. There we go. Race 1 done and dusted. So race 2 is going to be exactly the same, reverse grid, same car, everything, blah blah blah. It's just going to be a half an hour race, and they do have to use the softs and the medium tyres in race 2. Don't forget to click that like button, people. Chuck those random comments in. They all help. Yeah, a couple of little taps. The Audis aren't the easiest things to drive. And again, just some of those corners, the slight variation in tarmac can catch you out a little bit. Near the end, I think the worn softs were costing people a little bit of time and a couple of little spins. And again, there was 1 or 2 tiny bits of contact. But nothing malicious. Enough to mess your race up for sure. So no word on race 2 start. As he says that, it comes up 43 minutes past then, so 3 more minutes till race 2. Alex Monster Diz, evening brother. Yeah, what happened? Oh Christ. Random number generator, I forgot. Captain Pugwash just reminded me that I'm going to upset him. So is it just 8 to 10? Huh? This can't be right. Full reverse, only 10. Oh, okay. Ah, screw you, puggers. Screw you, bro. You ain't getting to call me out tonight. Just going for a straight out reverse grid. Denied. In fact, I've got to pick him first, haven't I? Boom. Pow. Denied. Had a gravel sandwich. Did he have gravel on top and on the bottom? Or was it at the front and the back? Or both sides? No puggers. No puggers. Not wrong again. Not wrong again. Correct. 100% correct this time. Regardless of your fantasy world where I have to pick one, which I haven't now because it's just a straight reverse grid because there's only 10. Denied. Denied. Denied you so much then that my headset nearly fell off. So 1 more minute until race 2. Captain Bugwash still denied. So we'll just try to throw a number in there anyway for him. Let's give him that. Just a random 7. See what he does with that. 2 crunchy. Yeah, gravel sandwich. Yeah. Maybe try a bit of mayo. I don't know, something to counteract that crunchiness. No, puggers. Right, you 9 people watching. Click that like button, damn it. 8 people watching. Damn it. Missed one. I'm refreshing. See if you're listening or not. You sods. I've got 3. Full reverse grid. See? Shut up, puggers. Shh. Just get a shh. Don't make me do a preemptive shh. You know you know. So we are actually a minute late for race 2. Yeah, it is still practice, thank God. Not been harassing Captain Bugwash so much I've missed the start of the race, at least. Going to be 2 minutes late for this race. Where's Pilgrim when you need him to host? Huh? Late for the start of race 1. Skippy's fault. Still. Late for race 2. Look, 2 minutes over now, Obes. 2 minutes over. Oh dear. Standards are falling. Standards are falling. What's going on? We'll have Dizzy in the chat in a minute going, how long? this rate, we're going to be 3 minutes late. Hey! My random 7 wasn't wrong, Captain Pugwash, because it didn't relate to anything. So another for you. Denied. Right, reverse grid, race 2 then. 10 drivers again on the grid. Full 30 minutes here at St Croix. And they do have to use the softs and the medium tyres at some point throughout tonight. I think they've got to do a minimum of 3 laps on the mediums as well. Oh, false start from Mulsanne. That might cause all sorts of chaos. He's just got himself up to speed now, but it's going to drop him down the order. Getting swamped at the minute. Skippy then leads us down towards turn 1. Oh. AUDI running across the grass looking for a line or a position. Oh, 3 wide, couple of drivers into the wall on the exit. That one, there will be a little bit of front end damage. Oh my god, it's chaos. Mulsanne's in the wall. Somebody else is in the wall. Who else is in the wall? Manny. Oh, front and rear damage he's got. Mulsanne has got front end damage. Pilgrim managed to get away with that one. Izzy's got a little bit of front end damage as well. Skippy's been in the wall. So from the lead down to 6. Chaos at the start of race 1. Okay, let's get to the front. It is the Jedi Master. His watch doesn't work. He's leading the race by 0.9 of a second over Captain Pugwash, who's still denied. He's going to be denied by DMK Dazzler in a minute for that second. Dazzler, look at that, wing up the inside. Denied, Captain Puggers. Denied that second position. Oh, he might be denied third here. Dylan just seeing the opportunity, door wide open. Thank you very much. Straight through he goes into third. Great look for him, starting from the back. He's already into third position, already hounded Dazzler on the exit of that turn. Look at this. Carrying the speed straight through. Oh my god, it doesn't like this bridge, does it? Oh my god. Let's not do that angle again across the bridge. Into second now, 2.6 seconds behind Obi-Wan. Really doesn't like this tight circuit here for this onboard view. Now, what can Obi-Wan do here? On the soft tyre for stint 1, 2.5 seconds lead over Dylan, but if we were watching race 1, Dylan's pace was phenomenal here. Nobody could match it, he was just pulling away. Might just be able to close that gap up on Obi, we'll see. Dazzler still in third then, Captain Pugwash fourth. It's Hoggy just squeezing through to 5th, he lights the rears up. Holds on to 5th just, but Dizzy looking for a way past. Skippy right there with him as well, looking for a way through. He's going to back off. So Manny 7th. Mulsanne in 8th. Pilgrim 9th. Oh, Dylan, what have you done? Oh, he's on a medium tyre. Where did you crash that? I didn't see you crash that. Spun it out somewhere. Those mediums have caught him out somewhere and dropped him to the back of the pack. That gives Obi free rein at the moment then on that set of soft tyres. 3.6 seconds lead now then as he hits turn 2 in lap 2. There's the gap back to Dazzler in second. .7 seconds back for the Dazzler. He's got plenty of air behind him as well. 3.3 seconds back to It's Hoggy, who's in third. Pugwash and Dizzy and Skippy all looking for a way past him. Let's just have a flip back through these tyre options, shall we? So Obi's on the softs. Dazzler on the soft, it's Hoggy on the soft, Captain Pugwash is on the softs. Dizzy has gone mediums for stint 1, Skippy has gone soft for stint 1. Son with a little bit of front end damage as well, but softs on for him. Dylan, mediums, up into 9th, made up a position. And Manny on the mediums as well, now with a little bit of rear end damage. Again, the mediums just caught him out, trying to carry the speed, following the drivers with the soft tyres. It's just catching him out somewhere. So Obi then, taking full advantage of these softer tyres. 4.3 seconds lead currently. His fastest rival, or the championship rival, who he was joint. Oh, sorry, it wasn't him at all. I'm lying. It was actually he's joint first with Dizzy, isn't he? Dylan. Obi's 3rd, I believe. So this will benefit him no end if he can stay up here. Keep pulling time from everybody else. Dazzler in 2nd then. Still 2.9 seconds ahead of It's Hoggy. He's opened up a little bit of time behind him to Captain Pugwash. 1.6 seconds, that just drops him outside of that tow range. Dizzy and Skippy having a go at each other down here. Not quite close enough to go for the overtake. Son though getting his way up to 7th. Dylan holding that 8th. Ooh, Pilgrim 9th. Again, just almost lighting the rears up on those mediums. And Manny on the mediums as well. So 3 drivers opted for that medium tyre for stint 1. So what will they do we think? Do we think they'll do 10 minutes on a set of softs, 20 minutes on a set of hards, or will they push for 12 to 15 minutes on a set of softs? They were doing alright in race 1, they will do a 15-minute stint. Obviously leaves you less time on the slower mediums, but at the risk of getting it all wrong on a worn set of softs. 5.5 seconds to lead then from Dazzler. He's still got 3 seconds back to It's Hoggy. And It's Hoggy has now opened up a gap to the pile of drivers behind. There's another 3 seconds back to Dizzy. Hopefully not getting a gravel sandwich for race 2. Look at you, maniacs! Maniacs! Where are you going? Four wide coming down that big long straight then. It's broken up now. They are sticking pretty close together here. There's Pilgrim just on the back end of these 3. Skippy going for a little look up the inside of Captain Pugwash. Pugwash gives him plenty of room. Forward with Mulson. Almost able to take advantage of Captain Pugwash there. These 3 putting on a show then. Son not quite able to get the hammer down early enough, so Captain Pugwash stays ahead, as does Skippy. Braking very early though, Pugwash coming down towards the bridge. Oh, a little bit of a wobble. Oh, clipping the wall as well for Mulson. That's a big punch in the wing, that is. That's going to slow him down massively. He's got Pilgrim right on his tail as well, coming across the bridge. Pilgrim's probably going to, there you go for a move on the exit. He backs off. He has got the big long straight to attack him coming down here. A little clip in the wall there for Pilgrim though as well. Long straight then. Anybody going to go for an overtake down here? I think everyone's a little bit too far apart, to be honest. Yeah, nobody able to gain a toe off anybody down that massively long straight. And he's still rolling on those mediums at the back. 5.4 seconds down from Pilgrim, 25 seconds off of race leader. This man, who's now 7.8 seconds ahead of everybody else. Are we 9 minutes into race 2 here? He opts not to come in the pits just yet. Dazzler as well stays out. It's Hoggy stays out. Again, soft tyres, plenty of life left in them. Dylan stays out on the mediums, up to 4th. He's managed to weave his way through the chaos. 14 seconds behind race leader, so the race is still on here. 20 minutes left to go. Dizzy then in 5th, avoiding the gravel sandwich at all costs. Skippy in 6th. Oh, far too deep through that corner. Luckily had the brakes on, didn't pick up any damage, but will run slow out of that turn. Son found himself with a half a second penalty. Where have you picked that up? On the exit of the final corner? All 4 wheels on the grass maybe. Captain Pugwash and Pilgrim, these 3. Well, it wasn't Skippy as well, having a bit of a ding-dong for the last couple of laps. And there is Manny closing the gap up. 1.9 seconds behind Pilgrim now, so he's bringing himself back in towards this fight on those mediums. Let's keep an eye on this man though. 6.6 seconds lead currently over Dazzler. Still holding 2.5 over It's Hoggy. It's Hoggy has still got 2.2 over Dylan. So are we going to see Dylan into 2nd place? I'm thinking almost around the pit window. And they decide to come in, which, what are we, 11 minutes? So it's going to be in the next 5 minutes-ish. I think you're going to start to see drivers coming in. See some drivers opt to come in this lap. I don't know though. I don't know. Dylan getting closer to It's Hoggy. 1.4 seconds back. Onto this very, very long straight then, carrying more speed actually than It's Hoggy down here, closing the gap up regardless of the slipstream or not. The RS wide open, 1.1 seconds the gap. It won't be close enough to go for an overtake into this corner. It will close down on It's Hoggy in front. Stays right out to the left hand side until he absolutely has to come across the track. There's another couple of tenths on It's Hoggy coming through that turn. Gaining time on him, another 2 tenths just through these S's here. Down to 0.5 of a second. Might even be able to have a go at It's Hoggy on the start finish straight coming up soon. There's DMK Dazzler just in front. A little bit of a dink into the wall for Dylan, but it's not cost him too much time. He's got a great exit out of that final corner as well, into the slipstream of It's Hoggy. The right hand side to go around the outside through here. Get the inside line into this next turn. Still It's Hoggy not making it easy for him. Pushing into that inside line, but carries a little bit too much speed through there, does It's Hoggy. Allows Dylan to get into 2nd. What? Dazzler. But Dazzler, what did you do? Oh, Dazzler's been in the pits. Okay, Dazzler's been in the pits then, so he's taken on board full tank of fuel and he's now dropped the softs. Got a fresh set of mediums on. Mulson is in the pits, Skippy is in the pits. So mediums on for Mulson. Skippy out also on the mediums. It was only the 3 drivers out on the medium tyres for stint 1, so they will have the softs obviously for... No! Skippy, he has carried too much speed that time and picked up damage. Again, it will repair itself, but it's going to make him run slow for a few corners. So Dylan is now in 2nd, 8.5 seconds behind AUDI. Tyres looking good for Dylan. Plenty of fuel on as well. Now is a worn set of softs. Any match for very, very lightly worn set of mediums. Dylan. He's making time up on Obi. 6.7 seconds. Finding the grip on the mediums. This long straight, then Obi hits that one now. Who's Matty? I don't know who Matty is. My friend, whoever's just come in this lobby. No, okay. So makes up just under half a second again, Dylan. It's Hoggy still in third. Dizzy in fourth, avoided the gravel sandwich so far. Pilgrim in fifth. Got Captain Pugwash in sixth. First of the stoppers, then Dazzler in seventh, right behind Captain Pugwash. Fresh mediums might work for him. Medium still on board for Manny, not stopped yet. Skippy has stopped, but we have just seen him into the wall. And Wolson has stopped as well and has also crashed because he's now behind Skippy. It was Skippy that was in 10th. Oh, Obi, what have you done? He's gone too deep through that final corner. All four wheels off the grass and found himself with a half a second penalty. Meanwhile, Dylan has thrown himself in the pits at the halfway point. He's going to drop those mediums and go for the softs. No fuel needed. Gets released then. Izzy also into the pits this lap. Mediums off, softs on. Yep. It's just Pilgrim with a set of mediums on still, but he stays out. Captain Pugwash comes in this lap as well. We're going to drop those softs off. Manny comes in. Skippy's been in. And Mulsan is off track again. Oh, still got that half a second penalty. Obi's picked one of those up as well. So looking at his tyres, I can imagine he's going to want to come in at the end of this lap, seeing maybe how quickly Dylan. Yeah, definitely. Seeing how Dylan was closing up on him on a set of mediums, now he's out on a set of softs. He'll be absolutely hammering those to try and bring that gap down. What is he? 21.6 seconds behind. I don't know what time, how long the pit length is. 3:19. So he's saying it's like 15 seconds in there to stick a set of tyres on. That could still give Obi-Wan the lead, depending what Dylan does in the next couple of laps with the fresh softs. Again, Obi's got to put the slower tyre on for that second stint. And while he's waiting to get around to that pit line, Dylan is only getting quicker on the softs. Oh, losing the penalty on the longest, fastest straight. What speed does he drop to? 169 down to 144 before he can put the hammer down again. There it is, it's Hoggy just powering the hill. So he's still got 20 seconds pretty much over Dylan. Are we going to see Obi at the end of this lap? I think so, looking at the state of those soft tyres. Over the halfway mark now as well. So the mediums will still be in really good condition by the time they finish the race with, you know, he's going to have, what, 10 minutes left to run on those. Down towards this final corner then. Is he going to come in? That's where everyone's picking up the penalty. He does stay over to the right hand side, into the pits this time then. It's Hoggy will probably follow him in. Looking at his tyres. And does so. And we just see what Dylan does. He doesn't need to stop. Obi-Wan released now. Oh, he is out in front. Dylan's carrying good speed down towards turn one, though they are going to be bumper to bumper. Oh, Dylan actually gets the run on him through turn one, carrying good speed through, gets the move on him coming out of the pits. Now, unfortunately, there's not a lot Obi-Wan can do. Dylan on that faster tyre might make short work of Obi-Wan here. Obi's really got to press those mediums to try and keep up with him. Dylan has put a little bit of wear on those softs. If he pushes too hard, they're obviously going to wear out a little bit quick in the mediums. Obi might be able to pressure him into a mistake, but I don't know whether he can even stay with him. The gap still opening up, 1.2 seconds now. Dizzy into third, stopped a little bit earlier. It's Hoggy back out the pits, holding fourth, so he's on the mediums for this final stint. Dazzler in fifth. Pilgrim out of the pits now on a fresh set of softs. He's 11 seconds behind Dazzler. Now a fair bit quicker than the medium tyres at this long circuit here as well, so don't be surprised if we see Pilgrim on the tail end of Dazzler before the end of this race. Manny in 7th, now on the soft tyre. Skippy on the mediums for this final stint. Pugwash on the mediums for this final stint, and a Mulson on the mediums for this final stint. Look at this, Dylan just growing his lead, 2.8 seconds on those softs. Again, without a mistake, I don't think Obi stands a chance really on the slower tyre. Maybe not until the very last lap when there's a little bit more wear on Dylan's tyres at least. Still, he's just too quick, this man. He definitely needs some ballast. Stick a bike rack on the back and he can have that hanging off it. It's a little bit of extra, drag for him as well as weight. He's a quick driver, is Dylan, always has been. Knows the lines, look, just using every inch of the circuit to gain the advantage. 22 minutes in here then, 8 minutes left. And Dylan is absolutely stomping it around here. 4.4 seconds lead over Obi. You can have the DRS wide open. You can have an elastic band attached. I think Dylan would still pull away, end up snapping that elastic band. Dizzy in third then, 7.2 seconds behind Obi. Bit of work for him to do. He is on that softer tyre as well though. He is running out of time to close that gap down. Can't even see Obi just yet anyway. Might be able to see him when he pops over. Oh, there he is, yeah. So targeted sight then for Dizzy. 7 seconds back, 7 minutes to play with. It's Hoggy fourth. Just got to keep plodding away with those lap times, and he'll do all right. It's Hoggy, same for Dazzler. Pilgrim has taken a couple of seconds out of him. The mediums are still looking good. Pilgrim will obviously stick a bit more wear on those before the end of the race as well. See what Manny can do with his. He's just 5.9 seconds behind Pilgrim as well, so that gap might fall. Skippy in 8th. Pretty big gaps either side, almost 10 seconds behind Manny, 5 or 4 seconds ahead of Captain Pugwash. And he's another 4 seconds ahead of Mulson in 10th. Pulling time out from then. Dylan, 5.8 seconds now. He just clipped the wall. He did, but didn't pick up any damage, so no benefit for Obi. Six minutes remaining. It's all spread out now here at St Croix. very, very little in terms of race action. Drivers too far apart for that. Pilgrim loses a bit more time to Dazzler, 10 seconds down now. Manny is actually closing back up on him, 4.3 seconds back. Gains a great big chunk of time on the exit of the bridge. Going to be piling the pressure on Pilgrim before the end of this race. Skippy then in 8th. Again, Pugwash a little bit too far back to go for any kind of attack. Same tyre strategy as well. There's Mulson also on the mediums. All about just keeping it out of the walls for those boys. Dylan finds himself with a half a second penalty then. Most people pick it up just there. Push too hard at that final corner, run across the grass. Dylan, not sure, he's picked that up way earlier. Shouldn't dent him at all really. He's got to lose that down that long straight at the bottom of the mini-map. Plenty of time between himself and Obi-Wan now, 7.5 seconds. Dizzy getting a little bit closer, 5.6 seconds behind him. It might be a little too late for Dizzy to make up that much time. We have only got 4 minutes of this race remaining. Could be one more lap after this. It's Hoggy holding that for Dazzler, not closed up on him. Pilgrim still not closed up on him, but Manny has closed up on him. 1.6 seconds the gap. Still outside of that slipstream range. Driving that Audi well enough to catch up with Pilgrim. Again to 2 seconds. We're definitely getting closer to Pilgrim. Back down to 1.5. Not long, he'll be in this slipstream range. He needs to get right on his tail before they hit that long straight at the bottom of that mini-map. It's another 10th. Get it below a second to make the slipstream effective. 1.3, still trying. Both drivers getting a bit of a kick coming onto the bridge. Still gap of 1.3. No slipstream just yet for Manny. Managed to get it close enough. The gap's still at 1.4 as they round this right-hander. Opens up a little bit to 1.5 and then now onto this long back straight. Gap still at 1.5 seconds. No slipstream available then. Sun glistening off Pilgrim's rear screen. Beautiful day here at St Croix. To close up through here. Not with moves like that, he doesn't. That's that battle over with for now anyway. Could be it in fact. So Dylan starts his last lap through turn 2. He goes. Tyres absolutely blown out on the front. He's got 8.2 seconds lead over Obi. Those tyres looking very good. If Dylan makes any kind of mistake on those, it could be game over. 8.2, bit of work for Obi to do then. Dizzy in 3rd position, still 5 seconds behind Obi. To this last lap, it's Hoggy as well holding 4th. Looking safe at the moment. Dazzler in 5th. Still got 8 seconds over Pilgrim. And he has managed to hold that time over Manny. He's not been able to close that time back down just yet. Still 2 seconds just. Not a great exit there though for Pilgrim. That gives Manny the advantage on this little straight here. It's a couple of tenths back on Pilgrim. Closest battle on track at the moment. 1.4 seconds between these two, both on the soft tyre now as well. I think Manny stopped a lap earlier than Pilgrim, so a little bit more wear on his tyres than there is Pilgrim's. Again, look, he's bringing that time down. Got it down to less than a second, so he is going to pick up a toe. Oh, he needs to keep it out of that sando. 0.6 of a second. He's got the bridge to have a little go at Pilgrim. Start to open up again. Right on his tail as he comes on the bridge then. Both drivers getting a bit of wobble, down to half a second. Not sure it's going to be enough before the end of the bridge, although he is closing up rapidly here. Has a little look. Pilgrim doesn't fight it. Oh, tail lights up again for Manny, allowing Pilgrim back through, but we are onto this big long straight now. So it's going to be always going to be a slipstream drag race. Manny has to back off the throttle though so as not to stamp it into the wall. Gap at 0.3, but Pilgrim gets the better exit out of that turn and keeps the gap at 0.3 as they head down here. Might just hold on to this. It's now or never though for Manny. Pilgrim gives him plenty of room, but we have missed Dylan take the race win. It was going to happen. AUDI, as hard fought as it was, takes second, wasn't able to get the position back. Dizzy takes third. It's Hoggy will take fourth. Dazzler will take fifth. Just keep an eye on Pilgrim, Manny. There's Dazzler across the line for fifth then. The gap's massive now. Pilgrim then is going to be easily come home for sixth place. I thought Manny would have been right on his tail coming across the line, but it's Pilgrim for sixth, Manny for seventh, Backens for seventh. Skippy will come home in eighth. Got Captain Pugwash we're waiting on, and Mulsanne has already crossed the line. Big pirouette there by Skips. Just this man to wait for then. A few drivers have liked the old handbrake across the line tonight. Oh, there you go. Puggers in ninth, and again Mulsanne had already crossed the line, so or who'd waited and not done that final lap. There it is, Dylan. 2 out of 2 tonight. Fastest lap in race 1. Did you get fastest lap in race 2 as well, did you? Probably. So maximum points for the Dylan tonight then, on that top spot for a second time tonight, although he did cross the line with a second penalty. I think that's enough to give him back of the grid next week with ballast and my bike hanging off it. Obi in second, Dizzy in third, it's Hoggy fourth, DMK Dazzler in fifth, P1 Pilgrim in sixth, Manny in seventh, we've got Skippy in eighth, Captain Pugwash in ninth, and Mulsanne 10th. And that is it. 2 races done tonight. Yeah, decent set of races for the Audis and P1 boys. But that's it for tonight. I am back on Saturday night for another round of Ringcaf action from Nürburgring Nordschleife, GT3 cars, 3-lap races, and then Sunday night back for the next round of this, round 3. Not quite sure where it is, but same format. It's going to be a 50-minute race, 30-minute race and a 5-minute qualifier. Same setup, same tyres, mediums and softs to be used, etc, etc. Hopefully we get a couple of extra drivers back next week as well. We'll see though. But that is pretty much going to be it from me tonight, people. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, where is it? Where's my hand? Click those buttons down there. Like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Even after the fact, any comments in the comments section, it all helps the algorithm by a blim of a % or whatever it is. Just helps promote my videos a little bit more. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share it out if you know anyone who wants to watch any of this stuff. But most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.